Hello students, today I am going to take a new chapter Chemical Reactions and Equations for student of class 10th CBSE. In this chapter, I will explain you about chemical reactions, chemical equations, how to balance a chemical equation and types of chemical reactions. First, we will discuss about chemical reactions. A chemical reaction involves a chemical change in which substances react to form new substances with entirely new properties. And it can't be reversed by physical methods like magnetism, filtration, centrifugation, distillation, and evaporation. In a chemical reaction, some changes are involved that are change in state, change in color, evolution of a gas, change in temperature, and formation of a precipitate. Students, in our daily life, we can observe many chemical reactions that are formation of curd or fermentation, digestion of food, rusting of iron, and respiration. Students, before the further explanation, you should know about two terms. First is reactant and second is product. Reactant, substances that react or take part in a chemical reaction are called reactants. And products, the substances that are formed in a chemical reaction are known as products. For example, when magnesium ribbon burn in oxygen, it get converted into magnesium oxide. Now I am going to explain you about chemical equations. The symbolic representation of a chemical reaction is called a chemical equation. For example, when a magnesium ribbon burnt in oxygen, it gets converted to magnesium oxide. This equation can be written in the shorter form or in the form of word equation as magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Here magnesium and oxygen are reactants. The reactants always written on the left hand side with plus sign between them, and a new substance magnesium oxide is formed as a product. Products written on right hand side with plus sign between them. The arrowhead points towards the product and show the direction of reaction. To write chemical equation in short, we can use chemical formula instead of words. If we write formula of magnesium, oxygen and magnesium oxide, the word equation can be written as Mg plus O2 gives MgO. Now, next topic is how to balance a chemical equation. For balancing a equation, you should know about the law of conservation of mass. This law states that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. So, number of elements or atoms involved in chemical reaction should remain same at reactant and product side. For example, when zinc granule react with sulfuric acid, zinc sulfate and hydrogen are formed. We can represent it as Zn plus H2SO4 gives ZnSO4 plus H2. There are four elements are used in this reaction, that are zinc, hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. In reactants, number of atoms of Zn is 1, hydrogen is 2, sulfur is 1 and oxygen are 4. Number of atoms of product are same as reactants. So number of atoms are equal in each side. So it is a balance equation. Now We will take another equation as an example, that is Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. Look in this equation, elements which present are Fe, H and O. In reactants, number of atoms of Fe is 1, H are 2, O is 1. But in product, number of atoms of these elements are different from reactants. So it is not a balanced equation. Now we can balance the equation by following these steps. First, we take compound which has maximum number of atoms, so we take Fe3O4 and the element oxygen in it. For equalizing the oxygen, we take 4 atoms of oxygen on left hand side. Now oxygen is balanced. Then we will take hydrogen. For equalizing the hydrogen, we take 4 atoms of hydrogen on right hand side. Now hydrogen is also balanced on both sides. Now Fe is not balanced in this equation. To equalizing Fe, we take 3 atoms of Fe on the left hand side. Finally, check and count atoms of each element on both sides and write the balance equation. That is 3Fe plus 4H2O gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. To make a chemical equation more informative, a balanced equation involves physical state of reactants and products. Here, S as solid, G as gaseous, L as liquid and AQ as aqueous. Here, aqueous means solvent in water. Here, H2O as gas indicates that water is used in the form of steam. Students, now we will discuss about the types of chemical reactions. First is combination reaction, then decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, oxidation and reduction reaction, exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. First, we will take combination reaction. A combination reaction is a reaction in which single product is formed from two or more reactants. For example, burning of coal and formation of water from hydrogen and oxygen. Next is decomposition reaction. In a reaction, when single reactant breaks down to give two or more simpler products is called decomposition reaction. There are three types of decomposition reaction: thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition, photolysis decomposition. When decomposition is carried out by heating, it is called thermal decomposition. For example, calcium carbonate, when heated, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide are formed. When decomposition is carried out by passing electricity, it is called electrolytic decomposition. For example, electrolysis of water. When decomposition is carried out in presence of sunlight, it is called photolysis decomposition. For example, when AgCl is kept in sunlight, it decomposes into Ag and Cl2. This reaction is used in black and white photography. Next reaction we will take is displacement reaction. The reaction in which more reactive elements displaces less reactive elements from its aqueous solution is called displacement reaction. For example, when iron is react with copper sulfate, copper is displaced by iron. Next reaction is double displacement reaction. A double displacement reaction is a type of reaction in which two reactants exchange ions to form two new compounds. For example, when sodium sulfate is react with barium chloride, they gives barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Double displacement reaction is of two types: precipitation reaction and neutralization reaction. First is precipitation reaction, a chemical reaction in which two aqueous compounds react to form an insoluble salt which is called precipitate, as one of the product is known as precipitation reaction. For example, when AgNO3 reacts with NaCl, they gives AgCl and NaNO3. Here AgCl is a precipitate. Next is neutralization reaction. In neutralization reaction, a soluble base or alkali or an insoluble base react with an acid to form salt and water. For example, when KOH is react with HNO3, they gives KNO3 and H2O. Next is oxidation and reduction reaction. In oxidation reaction, addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen or loss of electrons takes place. For example, when magnesium reacts with oxygen, they gives MgO. Here, addition of oxygen with magnesium takes place, so it is a oxidation reaction. In reduction reaction, addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen takes place. For example, when CuO reacts with hydrogen, removal of oxygen takes place. Next is redox reaction. Reaction involving both oxidation and reduction is called redox reaction. One reactant gets oxidized while the other gets reduced during redox reaction. For example, when CuO reacts with hydrogen, they gives Cu and water. Here, hydrogen involves with oxygen, so it is an oxidation reaction. And removal of oxygen from CuO takes place, so it is a reduction reaction. Here, some effects of oxidation in our daily life. First is corrosion. When a metal is attacked by substances around it, such as moisture, acids, etc., a layer of oxide is formed, which weakens the metal, is said to be corrode, and this process is known as corrosion. For example, rusting of iron, black coating on silver, and green coating on copper. Next is rancidity. The oxidation of fats and oils when exposed to air is known as rancidity. Due to rancidity, food becomes stale and gives a bad taste or smell. On the basis of temperature, chemical reactions can classify as exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. First is exothermic reaction. Reaction in which heat is released along with formation of products called exothermic reaction. For example, burning of natural gas. When natural gas is burned in the presence of oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide, water, and heat is released. Next is endothermic reaction. The reaction which requires energy in the form of heat, light, and electricity called endothermic reaction. For example, melting of ice, sublimation of solid CO2 or dry ice, dissolving of NH4Cl in water. Students, that's all for this chapter. I hope it will be helpful to clear the concept regarding chemical reactions and equations. If there is any doubt, please let me know in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe the channel.